Peacetown, what a beautiful place. Peacetown, come show your face. Peacetown, it's full of grace. It's a beautiful place, such a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to be. Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Peacetown, a place where we encourage and embrace love, peace, and joy in you, in our community, and in our world. We seek to bring out the best in one another by creating the good, the holy, and the beautiful through music, art, dance, poetry, and in our day-to-day lives. I'm your host, Jim Corbett, and I hope as you view the creativity in Peacetown, you will be encouraged to embrace your own creativity and bring love, peace, and joy to your world. Please enjoy the show. This week we'll have the soulful blues of Geneva Magnus and the funky blues of Big Skin. But first, a drum blessing from Onye.
Welcome to Peacetown. Today, I invite you in the presence of God. You can imagine what God is to you, Mother God, Father God, in your own belief. And it doesn't matter, wherever you are, is God. Wherever you are, the ultimate presence is there. Wherever you are, you feel the Spirit of the Holy Spirit. You feel the Spirit of the Holy Mother, and you feel the Spirit of your ancestors. Wherever you are, the universe is with you. Whatever you need in life, ask. It shall be given to you. It has already been given to you if you want it. The question is, what are you going to do with it? With these gifts that you receive from God, from the universe? Do you keep to yourself, or do you share with others? Do you break bread alone, or you break bread with others? Do you eat from the same bowl, or do you drink from the same cup? We are celebrating universal love that brings all of humanity together in a celebration of ultimate spirit, supreme spirit, supernatural spirit. The Spirit is above all things, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the infinite power force behind everything we do. Before we think, before we realize anything, before anything is manifested, this power of presence of universe is within us and is with us always 24/7. What do we do with these gifts? How can you celebrate it and share it with one another? So we are in one celebration of praise, of giving thanksgiving all the days of our lives. We asking too much from God, always, because we are selfish. We are imperfect. So, give thanks and glorify God and give grace and appreciate your living, your breath. Appreciate your breath of life. It is the best gifts ever given to us here on earth. What else do you want? If you're not breathing, you leave your body. If you can breathe, you're not alive. If you breathe, you come to life. And the life is light. And this light shines upon you all the days of your life. This gift I gift to you. My brothers and sisters, may the Peacetown spirit bestow upon your lives forever and forever and forever and forevermore. Peace be with you.
Please welcome the Primal Roots with Extra Mojo of the Big Skin Band.
said I love you, I love you, oh, I love you, and I don't know why you keep keeping on, keeping on. I put a spell on you, whoa, because you're mine. Oh, I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Yeah. You better stop the things that you do. Because you're mine. All right. Thank you.
Chris, hey, welcome to Peacetown. Welcome to Peacetown. We are just so sad that you weren't able to bring your really mojo dance band to the Peacetown stage, because you as a dance band, you would have been a major success. So I'm sorry that we aren't able to do it live, but thank you for coming on and doing it on our virtual community.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You started. Well, first of all, the Big Skin Band. Where does that big skin? What is that a reference to? What is that?
Well, I used to be a lot bigger until about. In fact, you'll notice on the video I'm a little bit bigger, but it just got it when I was a kid and tried to get rid of it and never could. You know, pretty much that kind of a thing. Right?
So your bros, Gary and Michael Knowlton, they stuck the band.
They made it stick harder. You know what I mean?
The bastards. That's what, when I listen to you guys play, you're like a tribal herd. You're really a tight, you're really tight energetically, and the mental communication and kind of the brotherhood of musicians, of great musicians, is really, really obvious. But you're also, besides being a guitar player, by the way, I really like the way you play guitar. It's sophisticated, primitive. It's like got lots of gut in it and a lot of like emotion, but there's also like you're a very tasty player, but you're a singer and a songwriter, right?
And a horn player too, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You play
cornet. Cornet, yeah.
But that's kind of an unusual instrument for for what my description of you was a primal Americana blues with extra mojo roots band.
That's this band's kind of that way, but we've done a lot of music too as well with Gatmo, with Gary's thing, where he's put together a lot of, like people like Daryl DeVore, Richard Waters, who did the Waterphone.
Oh yeah.
Bart Hopkins, Tom Nunn. These are all instruments that are not tertian in harmony at all, right? And you'd have to get in there. I remember the first gig we did, I was like the only instrument that was tertian, it was 12 tone at all, or any tone that was, and I had to learn how to experiment. And so I think what you're referring to is that we kind of brought that in. We never wanted to be too polished with it and just be, spontaneous. And I learned it. It took my kind of a slick approach when I was younger, and brought it down home to back. And then, I started out because of Light and Hopkins. I played the Fillmore. I opened up for Howlin' Wolf and Country Joe at the Fillmore when I was a kid, and that kind of a thing kind of has a lasting effect on you. You know what I mean?
I can imagine. The other thing, though, about your music is that, I mean, I hear these intimations, the sophistication that, like Miles Davis, like he's an example of what you're doing. It seems simple, but it's extremely sophisticated. But the musicianship, to anybody who listens, an informed listener really hears, man, we have great musicians everywhere. You guys are a great band musically.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really something. Gary and Michael, so that's your connection with Peacetown because they have a studio, right?
That's right. That's Jim Corbett and Gary know each other, and that's one of them. And Gary and Mike have always, they shilled for me in a lot of ways, that I never asked them to do. They've been really sweet, and I'm not a great self-promoter, as many of us aren't. So,
yeah, well, yeah. You kind of like an artist is not really an engineer, and an artist is really not a marketer. You play guitar, I mean, and sing. That's kind of enough.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, well, it's really a pleasure meeting you. The band is really great. For getting in touch with you, chrissaunders.com, is that a path or?
There's bigskin.com, Chris Saunders. It's just look up bigskin.com or chrissaundersband.com. Or if you want to get some of the more experimental music, you can go to Gatmo, Gatmo, which is, I think it's gatmo@gmail.com.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, let's get back in touch with more the Big Skin Band. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you, man. Bye-bye.
In the bundle of love, two martini love, searching for something sent from heaven above. Two martini love, that vicious side that's still alive, dead on my shoulder, carried in on side, head on my shoulder, need someone new. Don't pretty mama, you know I'm gonna do. Two martini, and someone else is fool. Two martini, making the morning, making all the room. Two martini. martinis and someone else's food. 2 martinis and breaking all the rules. Yeah, one day it's bread rock business turns to time. The kind of food that keeps her trying to rule. And I'm gonna break it all the rules. Before you break it all the rules. 2 martinis and someone else's love. 2 martinis shut. I'm going down going down, breaking all the rules. I'm going down, breaking all the rules. I'm going down, breaking all the rules. I'm going down. All right, 2 martinis.
Please welcome blues, soul, and Americana legend, Geneva Magnus.
Monday again, I can't face another day. People all up in my face, Lord help me through this day. I swear I'm so tired of riding with the race. Look real close, I ain't no doubt you're about to see it on my face. I don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Give me one good reason I'm alone. Please don't say I have to wait. Can't you see it's getting late? Don't tell me that you're doing all you can. 'Cause I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. Just one good man. All around the world, everywhere I go, we all got the same complaint for a surgeon high and low. Find me one man who's strong enough to stand in the game that you can play, and it take me by the hand. Well, you know that I'm full grown, so tired of being all alone. Just tell me that you're here, you better make it loud and clear, 'cause I stood up by as much as I could stand. I need a man, I need a man, I need a man, just one good man. I got to find a man, I got to get me one good man, I got to find a real man. I'm talking about a natural man. Oh yeah. I need a man who knows just what I am, not the one who nods his head, pretends to understand. Find me one man who's got just what it takes, not afraid to measure up. Well, I slam on the brake. I'm so tired of being all alone. Please send the boys back home. Got to try to understand. Mama doing all she can. I've got to find one man that's full grown. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. Just one good man. I got to find one man. I got to get a real man. I talk about a fine man. I talk about a natural man. Oh yeah. I gotta get it. Need a man. You know.
Bill Bowker, welcome to Peacetown. Thank you for being on our show.
Frank, it's a pleasure, always a pleasure. You guys have been doing such a marvelous job for how many years now?
10 years of, this is the first year that we've gone online though, as opposed to having our concerts in person the way we,
Right.
yeah.
But we're all going through this, and we're missing you, and thank goodness you're doing it this way. And we're we're getting the music out there one way, shape, or form. You do it, I do it, and it's so important.
Yeah, we love it. You know, one thing that's really interesting, whenever we do it live, there's always a moment where I do a thank you to the people who really are central to our county. And whenever I thank you, I say, you know, thanks to the question, to Bill Bowker. Boy, we get an audience response. So people absolutely love you, but it really is strange, Bill, because you go against the grain of everything that should be mass media, because you call it soulless, mass appeal, mind-numbing music. And then what they do in response to you being a rebel is they make you media personality of the year, year after year after year after year.
Well, it's the thing is, I care so much about music and being in this special place, you know, Sonoma County for so many years, came up here, 1979. Realized how articulate our audience and how caring they are about music, and they still continue to do that. And I don't see why we can't it just makes total sense. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, you know. And it's just I love bringing some people out and they go, "Hey, I think Sonoma County would like this artist." You know?
Yeah, well, it's an amazing thing because besides, you know, you are really kind of the home for roots and blues and Americana rock. I mean, really a celebration of the real thing. The thing that you do that seems to be different is that you actually like musicians and are friends with us.
Yeah. Yes, and that's a good point. I've always thought, since I wasn't proficient in playing and nor had the patience of playing a musical instrument, I'll play music. You know, I heard music on the radio. I said, boy, what is that? And so I just, in the days when I first started, it was freeform radio was pretty commonplace, and I just wanted to keep it going. So yes, I do like musicians.
Yeah,
I'm going to get a bumper sticker.
Yeah, hey, I actually like musicians could be your bumper sticker. One of the examples that I have is like a person who like didn't really like anybody and was perpetually sardonic with his wit and his commentary, Dan Hicks. And he actually liked you and you liked him. And I remember how you talked him into co-judging a yodeling contest for a country and western clog fest. I mean, he was like, he was in the strangest, like he had stepped into a strange Fellini type movie.
He loved that. He really loved doing that. You know, first he's going, okay, where's the food? then he just loved that. And we ended up doing a Bill and Dan show on the Crush for years. Yeah.
I know. I mean that, and with Charlie Musselwhite, the same way. Your friendships have really created. So one thing that we are all concerned with in the community is the Sonoma County Blues Festival, because it's something that is become, you know, like central to our ability to hear really cool music. So it's postponed.
Well, the Blues Festival has been, yes, and. We go on again, off again. In fact, the last time we did the Sonoma County Blues Festival, we'll be talking about Geneva Magnus in a minute, but she performed at that. And everything's sort of up in the air. I come up with some ideas. I mean, I'm always looking to maybe produce another really cool blues and roots event, and maybe we could all get together and do that. I mean, you guys are continuing on, and you have a 10-year run right now, and you're going to get back on it when you can do it. So whenever we're ready, we'll all be ready.
Yeah, so it's a commitment to music that we all share. Speaking of Geneva Magnus, the first time I ever heard her music was because you played it. Yeah, you couldn't hear her anywhere. I mean, she wasn't like a some sort of a top 40 artist, or you know, she wasn't popular. She was just extremely good. So you sort of have a knack for an uncanny ability to pick them, Bill. So I think it must be based on your love for music.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And that's it. It's totally that. Geneva was living in LA, well, still does live in Southern California, and coming out of Michigan. There was some point when Doug Smith, the late Doug Smith, and I were booking the Sonoma County Blues Festival at the fair. We started hearing from an agent about this person. And as soon as I heard her, I went, why? Let's get her, you know, and it just seems like every time we possibly could book Geneva, we would. Yeah. And it started probably late 90s, early, maybe, yeah. But it's been often, and I know she was real excited to come up for Peacetown coming up.
I know, it makes us real. Well, you're the one who introduced us to her and her to our Peacetown, you know, our Sonoma County. To be able to perform live is really a wonderful thing. Yeah, you know, after you discovered her, she went on to be a Grammy-nominated artist, and also she won the B.B. King Artist.
The Blues Music Awards. She's won countless Blues Music Awards, and she's ended up at times emceeing that show as well. The B.B. King Artist of female artists. The list is endless, and she's still just this wonderful smart-ass lady.
I know. Well, she really exemplifies the enrichment that you have brought to our lives with your shows, with the Drive Home with Bill Bowker and Blues with Bowker, and just your presence on the scene has really brought all these people into our lives and has made it richer. So thank you so much, Bill. Thank you. I mean, on behalf of everybody, thank you for being Bill Bowker, because we need you here, you know.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'm gratified that I've been able to do this for so many years here and hang out with you.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. Hey, so along with more music, we've got a special message to Peacetown from Geneva Magnus right now. So we'll check her out and hear more music. Thanks, Bill.
Great. Thank you, Frank.
Hey, Geneva Magnus, right here, coming to you, still out here doing it. And it's really, really about holding hope for each other, holding hope for our loved ones, you know, holding hope for all of humankind. I still believe that, you know. I believe that if we keep trying, we can get through everything that we're in right now, all the changes, but we do it together. I'm really hoping we can finally say at some point that we're safe and sound, all of us.
If love is an army, sadness the enemy, you know that I will fight for you. There's no divine inspiration, something else calls us here, and our hearts know what to do. And if I see you stumble, you know I know just how that feels. I have fallen, sometimes I'm falling still. And the hands that catch you are the ones that touch you every day. Call my name. Only walking here, but we don't walk alone. And when I hear you crying, you know I know just how that feels. I have cried some, our tears pour down like rain. The same that lift and carry every day. Call my name. Call my name. Love is an army. Call my name. Call my name.
friends and neighbors. Welcome. I'm playing my favorite high spirit flute, which I got at People's Music. I got a whole bunch of these, and we're at People's Music today, and I'm really excited to be interviewing my good buddy, Mr. Alex Bryant, and the owner of People's Music.
Am I okay to take this off?
Yeah, you can take that off.
You've been tested?
I'm far away.
Okay.
So we're practicing social distancing because of the COVID thing. And you've just been open for a couple weeks.
Well, we've been using the website since this whole thing kind of started. So we've been closed for 3+ months now.
Wow.
Over 3 months. But we're selling things online. So we've got a lot of stuff up there. Everything is online. We'll meet you down here. We're doing deliveries.
And is the store open?
No, we were going to open last week, and everything started spiking again, so we just decided.
Good for you.
But I've been down here. I'm usually here now during the week, 10 to 4. You just knock on the door. I'm up in my office.
Right. All right. Instant
Wow,
family.
here
We
they
have
are.
Lori Mead here and Ryan Mead. And Lori, you are the
I am the accountant extraordinaire.
the money girl.
I'm the
and
money girl.
the store god, Ryan.
String master.
String master.
Yeah, if you're in here, you're going to see Ryan most of the time. So, and he proudly wears his tie-dye Peacetown shirt.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see
for
it's quite
worn.
faded by now. So, but anyway, they make up the whole family store. And what's great is that Alex's dad, Bo Bryant, originally had the store, and so it's getting passed on and a family business, and it's fantastic.
Keeping
So-
it going. Keeping
Keep
the dream
keeping the
alive.
dream alive. Make-
All right,
All right.
peace.
Peace.
This store has been here since.
1973.
I know you guys do rentals of instruments,
Yeah.
and you also do repairs and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's
Rentals, lessons. We actually answer questions.
Yeah, well,
You know, you can bring stuff in, and we can help you assess what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's invaluable for music stores to stay alive. At least the 4 that exist still in this
Yeah, you
in
guys
this
do lots
county.
of stuff.
Yeah,
But the
whatever.
other thing I appreciate is that you, the people who work here are very knowledgeable. You have Hoytus here. and
Hoytus has been
uh,
here, I don't know, 120 years maybe.
Yeah.
Chris has been here 200 years.
Yeah, and Chris Carney does all the repairs, and Chris is a fabulous musician. And then Mark Hogan is a great
Mark,
banjo
yeah.
player. So all the people you hire are always just wonderful musicians. And you're a great musician yourself. You're a great
Well,
guitar
so are
player.
you.
Well, we all are in the same boat together, and unfortunately, the COVID thing has really kind of
Messed everything
hurt
up.
the live performances, and that's why we're kind of bringing Peacetown, trying to have keep the light on at least for musicians to show off their stuff. But anyway, it's exciting. As I say, I'm so glad that you guys are still in business and it's still working out for you. So folks, remember to shop local, and all you got to do is go on peoplesmusic.com, and you can email at
You can email us at people@peoplesmusic.com.
people.
You can chat us on the website. It comes right to my phone. So if you're on our website, there's a little chat thing. That comes to my phone. Do you have any questions? And Ryan will deliver, or we'll meet you here, and all of that.
This is just a great store. I'm so glad that you're still kicking it, and so onward in Peacetown.
Peacetown.
But we have only begun to love the earth. Only begun to know the fullness of life. How can we tire of hope? So much is in bud. How can desire fail? We have only begun to imagine justice and mercy. Only begun to envision how it might be to live as siblings with beast and flower, not as oppressors. Surely our river cannot already be hastening into the sea of non-being. Surely it cannot drag in the silt all that is innocent. Not yet, not yet. Still so much broken that must be mended. So much hurt we have done each other that cannot yet be forgiven. We have only begun to know the power in us if we would join our solitudes in the communion of struggle. So much is unfolding that must complete its gesture. So much is in bud.
Music brings people together. It empowers and it inspires. Music can prevent conflict and promote peace. It opens dialogue and unites cultures and nations. Music is a powerful tool that can benefit all children, helping them to thrive. It has been scientifically proven that music has advantages and health benefits for children. One of these benefits is that it helps to improve their brain power and memory function. It was discovered that the brain of a musician works differently than that of a non-musician. It was also shown that students who were exposed to music while growing up excelled better in academics than those who were not. Music helps stimulate the part of the brain that is responsible for reading, math, and emotional development. Music helps children develop social skills such as how to relate with people, how to work as part of a team, leadership skills, discipline, and how to appreciate rewards and achievements. Music can increase self-confidence as children learn to play an instrument. I think we all can agree that musicians are some of the most creative people we know. Whether it is writing the lyrics to a song or practicing a new way to play the guitar, your kids are going to tap into their inner creative spirit. What better way for your kids to express themselves than through music? Skills such as songwriting, singing, and stage performance will help your children develop social skills, which will in turn help them express themselves. So, sing to your children and sing with your children. Create music, make your own instruments, or learn to play one. Check out the Peacetown virtual concerts with your children. Expose them to a variety of genres, musicians, and cultures. Have fun and rock on.
Synergy Solar. Plug into the sun for a brighter future.
It seems strange to include a moment of silence in an online music concert and community showcase broadcast, but it's not dead air. It's live air. It's a moment where we move together into a deep connection with all of life, sharing our celebration of inner peace with everyone, with everything. So let's go there now with Mr. Music's magic flute leading us deeper and deeper.
Peacetown, what a beautiful place. I'm Jack Stuppin, and I hope my art brings peace to the world.
John Fox, he says, when someone deeply listens to you, it's like holding out a dented cup you've had since childhood and watching it fill up with cool, clear water. When it balances on the lip of the brim, you are understood. When it overflows and touches your skin, you are loved. When someone deeply listens to you. When someone deeply listens to you, the room where you stay starts a new life. And the place where you wrote your first poem begins to glow in the mind's eye. It's as if gold had been discovered when someone deeply listens to you. When someone deeply listens to you, your bare feet are on the earth, and a beloved land that once seemed distant is at home again in your heart.
Hey, citizens of Peacetown, fly your Peacetown colors with our t-shirts for men, women, and kids. Get your warm and cozy hoodie in red, blue, or black. And we also have Peacetown wine glasses and Peacetown pint-sized beer mugs. Become a Peacetown ambassador at peacetown.org. That's PEACETOWN.org. And show your support for the Peacetown community. Peace out.
Get your dancing shoes out. We're going to have a soul section groove, along with original Americana with Bottle Shock. And remember, dear friends, you are loved, loving, and lovable forever. Peace. Hey friends and neighbors, welcome. I'd like to introduce you to our latest team member of our Peacetown production, Amatil Ashley Heron. He's a senior at Annalee High School and quite a talented young man. He's going to be doing lots of spots for us, so we're really happy to have you on the team. Peace.